What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome on back to Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. It's been a little too long since I was playing this game. I got sucked deep into Clair Obscure Expedition 33, but now that that is wrapped, I got plenty of free time to get back on my business with this game. Try and get back into the swing of this a little, honestly. Feeling quite forgetful of where I even was during this. You remember our combat loop though. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Then chop that wood. Crit, 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 crit. And that's his ass. Yeah, that game is phenomenal. I wholeheartedly recommend that to anybody who watches my content. It's good. It's really good. Clair Obscure is a masterpiece. I was trying to hold off on like shipping it too hard until I had beaten the game, but now that I've beaten it, there are only 2 games that have ever gotten a 10 out of 10 from me. The other would be Dragon Age Origins. And now Clair Obscure is on that list. There's no other way to say it, it's 10 out of 10. It's one of the best games I've ever played, and I know for a fact that I will be dipping back into that game many, many times over the years. It's fantastic. And it's also cheap. It's not expensive since it's made mainly Since it's made mainly by indie devs. It wasn't a hyper expensive game like you see a lot of times. Especially in the modern gaming era, you'll see the cost of things get really cranked out of their mind. Well, not with Expedition 33. It's like $50. Or 30, I think it's 39 UK and 50 USD. Okay, go pick it up. If you get worried about oftentimes wasting your money on certain things, you will not waste your money on Clair Obscure Expedition 33. It'll be worth every penny and more. That game is phenomenal. This giant ghost deer walking around out here is concerning. Cool as hell, but it's concerning. I am noticing. How do we look at our statuses? There it is. Perfect obedience. Perfect obedience and unwavering loyalty unto death and beyond. I think that's from the Plague Mark quest we ended up doing. Which, boy, I sure hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. That seems like an alternate evil ending kind of vibe that they have in Souls games. Where are we at on the map? This connects to this road. Oh, let's just take this up real quick. Hate this enemy with a passion. That's why. Assholes. So this just loops. Where do you just loop to? This is the river on top of the waterworks we were looking at before. See if there's any goodies over here. There usually is. I've never gone to a place that didn't have goodies. What are you? Abyss of Sagremor. Okay, that seems like it's something we want to mess with. Potentially higher level. Actually do what I was coming here to do first. And then I guess we'll take care of that abyss here in a second. After I've cleansed these bandits.
Don't let your guard down.
Too late for that. Well, you won't be healing.
'Tis but a scratch.
Second one wasn't. That's a whisper, huh? that takes care of the road bandits. Would this ordinarily go to Kunakt? Yeah, it's Kunakt on the other side of that. I guess they closed it off due to the bandits. Alright, so maybe then this episode we'll dip down into the abyss, and I also wanted to check out the pit right there that I never went into. Then again, it's so hard to tell. I hope this is not for the main quest with Maggot. It seems honestly a lot like it might be. Maybe I should just go talk to him and tell him that I'm willing to help, because I have all the ingredients he needs. Maybe I should just go get that done real quick, and then if he sends us... If he sends us there, he sends us there, and if not, I know where it is, right? Okay, so that's that portion of the map cleared. It just swings back around to here. I already took part of that path a while ago, I just never finished. Have a nice trip. That's the main quest, right? It is. Okay. So let's mosey on back there then. And then after we talk to him, tell him we'll help, we'll come back to this place. And then if we have time after this place, I'll go check out the pit. But as I was swimming down there into this big, like, this gigantic abyss type place, it just felt very much like main story. Do we? Screw it. It doesn't matter. Just do it now. I don't feel like having to come back all this way, if it is. I assume since it's gonna let us get the Menhir rights before we are told to get the Menhir rights, that we'll be able to just grab it anyways. It worked out okay in the temple, so... Or maybe this will be completely unrelated, and the boss will just one-shot me, and I'll come back later. Oh, we're not going back. Okay, we can go back. Okay.
Why do you keep going? Surely you must see how pointless it all is.
Iris.
Still alive? How revolting. Let's fix that, shall we? Why do you keep...
You got me fucked up. Get cooked. Gladly take all your shit. Thanks, buddy. That thing looks crazy. Alright, let's clear this place, or try to. I'm just glad it's not Bagane's. Well, I'm glad I was recording when I randomly decided to explore this, because this is not the first time my multiple explorations have led me to do story content in this game, so learned my lesson. That's why I booted it up before I began. Spin cap. Going a little further. Yeah, I couldn't sing the praises of Claire Obscure enough, honestly. It's really good. Ethereal cobweb in here, huh? Little friend.
You're not one of the rats scurrying about this place. Truth be told, you don't seem to belong here at all. Perhaps you shouldn't be here, eh?
Potentially.
But
I
in
guess
the
we'll see.
grand scheme of things, it's none of my concern. Do you need something?
What can you tell me about King Sagremor?
A king is a king. He bears the flaws inherent to any ruler, as if the crown itself bestows similar faults upon each bearer. But there's little to say about Sagremor. It's the queen, his wife, who is the true delight. She's scheming, spiteful, and beautiful. The ideal woman.
You can fix her.
Trust me. I've met King Sagremor on many occasions. He doesn't make much of a grand impression, and he used to have quite the short temper.
Can you tell me something about this place?
There's not much around here. The most important places are my shop and Sagremor's court, just over there. You might also run into the Shroom Knight.
Shroom Knight? Who's that?
The Queen's personal lapdog. Though he's a knight, he's a rat of the lowest order. I can't make heads or tails of him. No idea what he needs. If you want, go ahead and talk to him. I've grown tired of that fellow.
And well, if we run into him, what are you doing here?
Waiting for a customer. Are you interested?
Depends on what you have, I suppose. A flickering figurine. Inflicts poison. As it turns out, my friend, I'm not interested.
You know where to find.
Indeed I do. Let's keep going through here. What are the odds that of all the places I would pick to explore, 2 for 2 is the ones for the main story that I didn't start yet? Take the free XP and something.
Greetings to you, strange soul.
I'm the strange one. I guess this is the Shroom Knight.
To the Sagremor's realm. You're not from here, are you? I fear, then, that you won't be able to grant me absolution. At least not yet.
You're covered in mushrooms. What's your affliction?
That may be my only solace in this vale of tears. I feel the footsteps of the souls wandering above. I feel that
Is that his eye right there?
needs and desires. The fungus conveys this to me quite clearly.
The fungus communicates with you.
Yes.
What in The Last of Us?
In a way, I accept the workings of this wretched place. I feel as though I am a part of it. It gives me some sense of belonging. And perhaps there is another future for this realm. Perhaps if we are all connected here, forming one single organism, it might lighten our burden. Who knows?
What have you done that requires absolution?
Only a pure soul can bear the sins of another. My soul was once like that. I thought it would be enough to... I don't know what I thought. I've been here for so long.
So you took on someone else's sins?
Not just anyone's. I took upon myself the sins of my queen. I had no choice. I swore an oath of loyalty. But if I had known the weight of the queen's misdeeds, sometimes I wonder if this is my punishment. A punishment for consorting with someone so corrupt.
Is there any way to help you?
I don't know. I sought meaning in the All-Mother, pondered the truths of the Red Priests. I searched for a merciful God, but all was silent. Then I came here, for Sagremor, soon to be king, was about to ascend to the pantheon of demigods, and beside him stood the queen, as radiant as dawn, gentle as the light of spring. I swore to serve them until the end of time, yet she desired a true kingdom, regardless of the means.
What happened next?
Next, there was the descent into the depths where we now find ourselves. This came to pass at the Queen's behest. How twisted and corrupted must one's soul be to desire something so dreadful? To rule alone over the world of shadows. I was stupid. May goodness and light guide you.
So I don't know how to help him. Maybe once we deal with whatever the main threat down here is. Because he said he took on the queen's sins, right? So if the queen is no more, then he might just be free. Hello. Baylor's Bulwark. It's a shield, so we're not too interested in that, but go ahead and look what it does regardless. So Baylor's Bulwark is each block hit charges the shield. After gaining 10 charges, increases physical damage by 10%. Oh, sorry, by 100% for 10 seconds. That's actually really good if you're a sword and board user. That would be a tremendous amount of damage, especially if you have the that might work really good with a dual knight set actually. The dual knight set is beefy on the crit chance. So you'd be able to combine that with everything else. How cool this place looks. Throw time on him and just chop him. The dash build too strong. Sagremor Castle.
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger, to the humble halls of King Sagremor's castle. Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them, though most are the old regulars. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new face. We haven't had many guests of late.
Who are you?
Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. I am but a simple custodian, a lowly servant of our gracious majesties. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much constant dying.
Will the king and queen grant me an audience?
Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait a bit. The king's schedule is completely full for the foreseeable future. And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. King Sagremor is very particular about treating all his subjects equally. Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's not much I can do to help. Though, now that I think about it, perhaps if the Queen's sisters put in a good word for you, you might just get to the front of the line.
Where can I find the Queen's sister?
I'm glad you asked, my lord. All you need to do is kill me, and the keys to the sisters' chambers will reveal themselves to you.
Kill you?
Yes, exactly. It's no big deal. I've died thousands of times. That's just how it is for me. Ever since Sagremor's kingdom was established, I've been the keeper of the keys to all the chambers in the castle. And with magic, when a spell says, guard at the cost of one's own life, well, it tends to take that phrase quite literally. If I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore, right? So I come back to life every time someone needs a key from me. That's just how things work around here.
It's a pretty sad existence. Jesus. Yeah, that's big locked. And the only way is up. Not true. There's a down path too. Well, this is gonna get Sagremor's attention. Cleaning out the help. Let's get beef, moonshine, lettuce. See, he didn't. I expected him to die on first hit, not just vanish. I love the murals on the wall in this game. Okay, all those locks are broken, so I guess now we'll go up. Maybe we come back down there later once we get some keys. He did give us the keys. He just died in one hit. Make sure we're well and truly prepared for when we set up a bonfire. We're gonna have some cooking to do.
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet babies. I lost them. I lost them all before they even got here. They scattered, poor things, like dandelions in the wind.
I hoped you'd help me get an audience with the Queen.
The Queen? She wants nothing to do with me. I failed her so terribly that she no longer wishes to see me. I've fallen so far from her good graces. But I will make it right. You'll see. I just need the children here, safe and sound. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are, she will love them just as much as I do.
You lost the Queen's children?
My little flowers. They're all gone. Met their grim fates within these castle walls. They die and die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through their neglect. Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all, they were barely more than blood on our sister's white sheets.
I can help you find the children.
Really? You'd do that? And you won't hurt them, will you? Please, I cannot bear to hear their cries anymore. I need them close, so I can watch over them as I was meant to. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister, perhaps then I could finally know peace.
Do you have any idea where I should start searching?
Let me think. Renaud, the Crown Prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the legacy that will never come to be. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would wash him again and again, scrubbing endlessly. It feels like he rarely leaves the bathtub. Oh, and Hugo, such a sweet child, sleeping soundly in his cot. Sleeping and sleeping, always and forever. He has his favorite lullaby.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do about that. We don't have a key to the chapel. Okay, and the sister's room was right outside here, right? To the right of this door, I think. Or Claire's tower, I think it said. This place is designed really, really cool. Game has such a good vibe to it. Speaking of like singing the praises of indie game developers too, this one is made by a small team too. It's like the year of bangers being made by 30 people. And the year of flops being made by thousands. Isn't that ironic?
Boss. No, not Boss. Boss in the letters. The letters to Boss, to beloved.
Looking for a druidic tablet. Do you know anything about that?
I write only letters to Boss, to beloved. Yours, Claire.
Yeah, this is
Sister
a main
has
quest.
a tablet. Once she had it. Once sister.
Where can I find your sister?
In Sagremor's arms. Once. Me in Boar's arms. Forever. Yours, Claire.
What letters?
These, all of them, I write.
How long have you been writing them?
Letters to beloved Boars. I write. I write.
You don't mind if I help myself to these chests, do you? Apparently she does not. Claire's dream.
Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days, Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty, cursed to feel nothing for eternity. Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched by age or hardship. Yet unlike her sisters, Claire possessed a secret, a flicker of defiance against the curse that gripped their land. Her heart remained free, protected by a force beyond even her eldest sister's reach. True love. This love bound her to a noble... It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost, a warmth. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight clad in gleaming silver armor, a sapphire cape following behind him. His warm eyes and copper hair struck Claire's heart with longing. Unable to resist, she rose and stepped toward the window for a glimpse of the gallant knight. The moment she... In the days of King Sagremor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Claire, her spirit unbroken despite her captivity, determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening he sang in the castle hall, lulling the court into an enchanted trance. When the moment was right, he slipped away to free Claire. Together they fled through shadowed halls, hearts pounding with hope. But as they reached the forest edge, disaster struck. The alarm was raised, and the guards gave chase. Armed only with his lute, Bors faced the guards to protect Claire. In the struggle, he was struck down, his body falling beside his broken lute. Claire was dragged back to the castle, her heart forever bound to the minstrel who had died for her. was writing something. Something important. Do you know what it was?
You were writing love letters to boars. Don't you remember?
Yes, Bors, my former lover. I have fond memories of him.
You seemed madly in love with them.
Really? Perhaps that was true once. I longed for my own Sagremor. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest Bors, I'm sorry.
You mentioned a sister earlier. Who is she?
My sister. I have 2 sisters. One older and another the eldest.
Tell me about the eldest.
She's the caregiver. She nurtures. She helps. She tries.
Tell me about the middle sister.
She wanted Sagremor. She wanted the crown. She has everything except love.
Why doesn't she have love?
She has no desire for love. She wants to rule. Love is not necessary. Power is. Fear is.
Can I reach her chamber?
It's at the very top, above all else. To see everything. To hear everything.
Does she have a druidic tablet?
She does. She holds the power of the men here. She has everything.
Where did I just go?
Here. You've read these notes on the stacks of paper. My handwriting. I must have written them, yes.
So you haven't seen anything strange happening to me?
Strange? No, I'm sorry. Enough. She sees all, hears all. Her arms are long. They're everywhere. Go now, go. I was...
Okay, so
Enough.
she can't help us with getting to the queen, but maybe one of the other sisters can. And let's get back down, and I guess we'll try and find the lost children. One is by the balconies. Hugo the youngest could be peacefully sleeping somewhere. Noah might be somewhere with the servants. They were constantly bathing him. And Renard liked watching the royal gardens. We've been to the servant quarters. In fact, I think we're in the servant quarters currently. Balcony overlooking the gardens. Come on, up, up, up. Well, here's the royal gardens.
He's gone. Young Prince Renard. Oh, by the gods, lost for good this time. The midwife will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, I won't go back to her like this. And the queen, she'll do worse. Much worse. Have you ever seen her angry? Hopefully not.
Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. He stood there for a long while, just staring into the well, and then he was gone. He just stepped in like it was the most natural thing in the world.
What awaits me below?
Surely you don't mean to. Oh, may the gods watch over you. Or, no, wait. Better they don't look upon someone heading into a place like that. But I wish you luck. Remember, everything you do is being judged.
Thanks, dude. Fuck. You can hold all those crit attacks.
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel?
Why did that thing attack me?
Don't take it personally. You're not that special. Nobody is. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, everything in this house proves hopelessly useless. Any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. Next time, I'll find a deeper despair and an emptier void to hide in.
Who are you?
The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling.
Explains
almost grown.
The Joffrey
Though life has
mindset.
never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in. Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only of trivialities. Why I'm just a gilded youth, unable to appreciate what I have. I won't bother listing every one of my vices. Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duties. She never handled disobedience well. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll force me to return at the end. And later, I'll try to run away again.
Time to go back.
Spare yourself the trouble. You don't have to drag me by the hand. I know the way back. The Queen's little lapdog. Phew.
I actually think I'll be taking her head by the end of this.
Found the young master. Joy, such great joy. Here, take this. I hope it serves you well.
Eternal Guardian Seal. Well, that's one down. That's Reynard. I might be somewhere with the servants, and Hugo is the youngest. He could be sleeping somewhere. You don't have the key to the chapel yet, so...
She stitched them into her prayer. I feel their weight.
So I guess we're looking for portals for hints on where to find those. Probably somewhere in the servant quarters. We just chopped our way through all this, so... Alright, well, we've been going for like 42 minutes at this point, so... This probably is a decent place to wrap it up and split the episode for next time, so thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.